What's up, guys? It's Chacha Power here with Rocket Punch Army to do a review of the Pacific Rim Jaeger, the Cherno Alpha Jaeger to be exact, which is the Russian robot in the movie Pacific Rim. Now, I got suckered into buying this because as much as I am a fan of robots, didn't really want to pick these up because I'd rather have like die-cast versions. I don't know. But whatever the case, I bought it because this is just too cool to pass up. So I'm going to see if I like them. Maybe I'll pick up some more. I don't know. I skipped on the 18-inch, what do you call it, Gypsy, so who knows. And they're going to make an 18-inch of this, I think. I think during an interview over at the NECA booth, he did state that they were going to make an 18-inch version. We'll see. But in any case, here's the figure, which stands nearly 8 inches tall, and it comes in typical NECA box, which cuts you open as you try and rip it open. So be careful. I'm going to open this up and try and avoid any fatalities here, and I will be back in just a moment. So once out of the box and you get overpowered by the immense PVC fumes, you are treated to a delightful little weathered robot. And I love the weathering. I love the way NECA details their toys. You can tell they're mass produced, done really quick, but somehow it still comes across as being something that's been through battle. You can see brush strokes, but for some reason they just execute it just fine for a mass-produced figure. First thing I noticed, besides the whiff of PVC, is the weight. It's got a nice weight to it. If this was made out of die-cast, it probably would weigh 10 times more. But even then, it would have the feel. It does have the feel of a die-cast figure, the weight and everything. And obviously, all of it's concentrated right up here in his big, gigantic, enormous Russian head. And I just love the look of it. Like, there's no face. You don't know what's going on underneath. If there's a robot head just staring at you, it's just really cool. Little weird down here. You can't really turn the legs out. This one's kind of turned in compared to this one. So mine stands a little weird. I think I could probably get away with heating this up. But NECA is notorious amongst collectors for having the legs break. And even though they have good customer service, supposedly, wasn't in my case, but if something happens, I guess they replace it. I don't know. Hopefully this does not break. I don't want it to break during a review, but if it does, whatever. So yeah, very cool looking figure. Again, we're going to check out the articulation. Even though it doesn't really look like it, the head does move very slightly, not too much. Okay. You also have the waist, which is on a ball joint. Let's see if we can take a look at that right there. It's got a nice ball joint. We got the shoulders. And the plastics in the shoulder don't look like vinyl plastic. It actually looks like ABS. So maybe they are improving the joints, because normally they're PVC joints which will break. And nothing seized on this one. A lot of my NECA figures have paint seized, and that's what causes the cracking. This has no seizure anywhere, if that's even the word for something seizing. And you got the hip here. You have the, like I said, this doesn't spin here, but you do have the knee, which has a decent range of articulation, I think. All right. And then you have the leg, or the foot here, sorry, which does seem seized. Yeah, it's seized right here. All right. So that part is, oh, there we go. Came undone. Didn't break. Again, looks like they're using a stronger plastic. Had that been PVC, that would have probably just sheared right off, but it did not on this one. Nice ball joint right on the foot, and you get the same on this side. And let's see, you got the spin here, and also articulated fingers. I did not know that. They're together, but at least you can move them this way. Alright, so that's a nice little touch that I wasn't aware of when I immediately opened it. And you got the whole rocket punch kind of thing going on here, just like that. Boom. Right, not spring loaded, but cool that it's there. And as I do this review, I'm getting like mold release. Can kind of hear it on my fingers. It makes them kind of grippy and greasy at the same time. But yeah, that's really, honestly, all I can really tell you about this figure. Before we end it, I am going to get close so you can see the details. But I thought I'd have a lot more to say about this. It's not much of a review if it's only a couple minutes long. But check out the detail. I think the figure just speaks more than the actions do. As far as what I've already shown you, I think it's just really looking at the figure. This is something that's just going to look really badass on your shelf. Look at that. It really looks like it's been through battle with a lot of kaiju. The only thing I think that bothers me overall about this whole thing is just when paint apps are crooked. Obviously, this is a huge scale robot. Like in real life, they would never print something crooked like that. I think that's really the only negative I have with the figure. And the only other thing I would change would be right here is the copyright information. Like, why would you put that on the outside? That's just like my question. Could go right on the inside here, but for some reason the designers felt that on the outside would look a lot better. And move it right up. But really, honestly, that's nitpicking. I'm sure a lot of you are thinking I am nitpicking, and I am, because the figure does look excellent. If they ever made a die cast of this, I would surely pick it up without hesitating. But for now, this is what we got, Vinyl Toys. So, impressed. I may pick up the other ones. I don't know. But this was my favorite out of all of them, so it's the one I got. And if you have any questions or comments, guys, please leave them below. Until next time, bye-bye.